Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonFireTools.com, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Campbell's CustomCare.com, home of the Don Detail Spray. And by PaintedAutoBodyParts.com, the leading U.S. auto body parts online store.
You are cruising along with Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonFireTools.com. Now, Motorheads, if you have a hot rod or maybe you race on the strip or on the circle track, you want to listen up because I've got a way for you to get more horsepower. Chris Straub is here from Straub Technologies. What'd you bring for us that's going to give our folks more power?
Well, we got here a cylinder head intake package. Actually, it's a complete kit for any small block Chevrolet out there. This is an 18-degree small block Chevrolet head, 237 cc's. It features a 2150 intake valve, a 1.6 exhaust. It's got a 76 cc combustion chamber. It's got factory 23-degree exhaust location. So any header out there, it'll fit on these cylinder heads. This thing flows out of the box as cast, 330 CFM. What that equates to is 700 horsepower in your small block Chevrolet. We have a CNC version of this head that we do in-house. We CNC port. We've got 3 different port programs, and the best one goes 380 CFM. So if you want that small block to see the moon, 8,000 RPM, you got 800 horsepower plus with this kit. It features a 2-piece intake manifold, and it has 2 adapters. You've got your 4500 adapter for your 4500 Dominator carb, or you've got your 4150.
And this is going to cause a lot of craziness in the industry already. You call it mayhem, which is so appropriate.
We call it mayhem because the mouse guys have been forgotten about. And whether you put small or big in front of block, 427 cubic inches is still 427 cubic inches. When you look at a big block Chevrolet, and the General knew a lot what they were doing with the big block, the smallest head they ever put on a big block Chevrolet was 253 cc's. So this is 237. So when somebody comes to me and they've got a 23-degree head that's 220 cc's, and they think they've got a big head, they don't have a large cylinder head. This is a head that will feed that kind of cubic inch. So the mouse guys have got their revenge to create a little mayhem among the big block guys and those poor LS guys out there. And we offer this in a pump gas. We offer it in a compression type package. But what you see here is what you get when you buy the complete package. And all this comes in a very, very affordable package for any type of racing or hot rodding experience. The manifold, the head's complete, the cylinder head studs, the rocker arms, the guide plates, heads are fully assembled. You get the camshaft, you get the lifters, you get the push rods, you get all the gaskets, you get the pistons and the piston pins. On the pistons, we have a ceramic coated top. This is a line-to-line coated skirt. These are gas ported, and it features a 1.2, 3 millimeter ring pack. So this is the thin ring stuff. This is what the latest technology in ring seal and the cup guys are using, the pro stock guys. It's a thin ring pack. So you're getting the latest technology. With this package, this is a stud mount rocker system. It'll run a hydraulic roller lifter or it'll run a solid roller lifter, and everything's on center. So we keep that geometry of the valve train correct. We also added a 3/8 push rod to give it a little bit more column load, so guys wanting to run a little bit more aggressive package. But this will allow any small block Chevrolet guy, depending on RPM and cubic inch displacement, this package will start at about 650 horse, and 800 to 820 horsepower is what this package is capable of making.
You've paid attention to form and function with the Mayhem.
Yes, we have. As far as form goes, this features the double hump because that's the quintessential, most famous small block Chevrolet head, the double hump. And on the intake manifold, for function, we've already drilled and tapped it for your fogger nitrous system.
All this is beautiful, and I can tell that quality really matters at Straub Technologies. How do you ensure that quality control to make sure I'm getting the same engine that he's getting over there?
You know, we're full disclosure, so the castings are cast in China. This is a permanent mold system. Permanent mold means that they use a cast iron forging die. In the United States, we use a lot of cope and drag. Cope and drag is where they use sand. And with sand casting, you'll get a lot of core shift in the cylinder heads and stuff. So being that this is perm mold, the castings do not vary from batch to batch to batch. So it gives you a very consistent product line. The rocker arms are made for us by Harlan Sharp, US-based company. The valves come from a valve company in Brazil. The valve springs come from a US manufacturer here in the United States. We actually make the valve locks and retainers, Straub Technologies. Technologies. The pistons are made in Mexico, but by United Engine Machine. Some of the gaskets are actually made right here in Tennessee, and then some of the gaskets are made in Mexico by an OE supplier. The piston rings actually come from Japan, and we use the same ring supplier that the NASCAR teams run. The push rods are made by Smith Brothers for us. And the P1 fasteners, which a lot of people probably have not heard of P1, it's a brand new performance company as far as our industry for performance fasteners. But they have been a military contractor and an OE contractor for years and years and years. So they've come into the market, and if you'll look at this stuff, it's absolutely gorgeous. It comes already prepackaged. It has the protective netting around everything. It comes with the brush, moly lube, and everything to assemble it. The camshaft I've done for years, so on the packages we do a camshaft. Now if an engine builder wants to add their own camshaft and lifter package too, we'll separate it and give them the lateral movement to be able to do what they want. But lifters are made for us by Morrell, another US-based company out of Cleveland, Ohio and stuff. So distributed among the Engine Pro warehouses in North America. This will be available at any engine builder that's part of their network, and then Straub Technologies. And then we even have a distributor over in Australia, Kavanaugh Motorsports, and he got his first batch of cylinder heads we shipped out last week to him. It's kind of cool already to be worldwide.
Well, Engine Pro and Straub Technologies has searched the world over for the finest parts. You can find them in this kit. It's the Mayhem. You can find it at straubtechnologies.com. Make gobs and gobs of power at an affordable price, by the way. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by DragonFireTools.com. So do not go anywhere.